Hello and a very warm welcome. In today's video we are talking Alpine, and what a crazy 24 hours it's been. They've got rid of Oliver Oakes, they've replaced him with the cheat, Flavio, and now the worst kept secret in Formula 1. Jack Doohan is out and back to his reserve role as Collie Dog barks his way back into the paddock. Worst kept secret in Formula 1. We knew this was going to happen. It was rumoured before the start of the season that Doohan was under pressure. Doohan has not delivered. It's very harsh on Doohan. Similar traits to Logan Sargent. Williams did it to one of their own, and now Alpine have done the same. You can say what you want about Red Bull ditching Lawson after 2 rounds, but this is a brutal decision. Flavio absolutely hates Jack Doohan, and that's a fact. He rates Colapinto, hence why Colapinto's in the car. I firmly believe Oliver Oakes did not agree with the decision, so Flavio basically sacked him. But Jack Doohan, it is a results business. He scored 0 points from 7 rounds. He did have Abu Dhabi as well, we must not forget that. Abu Dhabi, Australia, China, Japan, Bahrain, Saudi and Miami. Is 7 rounds enough? Probably not. But Jack Doohan's one of their own. They should treat him better. But there's no loyalty in F1 at the minute. Lawson got chucked out after 2 rounds. 2 rounds is not enough. 7 rounds, is that enough? You know, it's brutal. But we're in a results-based business. And Flavio is back. He's literally a cheat. He fixed the Singapore 2008 Grand Prix and he's still allowed to process. How? He told a driver to crash on purpose, yet now he's a team principal of Alpine. The rolling door, it's like Downing Street. One fraud after another, one fraud after another. Squirrel Abitbo used to talk really fast. He was a Frenchman. He used to talk at like 100 mile an hour. Then we had, I'm just saying these in, I can't remember the order, but we're going through them all. I think it was Marcin Budkowski after that. Alain Prost was there. Otmar was there, saved a load of jobs, still got kicked out. Bruno Firmin, Oliver Oakes, obviously didn't agree with this decision. He's out on his ear. Fernando Alonso, Piastri, both bodied the team. I mean, yeah, Alpine are a circus. They're an absolute circus. They change their team principal all the time. I'm actually surprised Oakes lasted the season. He's done a good job. Oliver Oakes. But yeah, let's delve into Doohan's results. I mean, Alpine want Collie in the car. It's a fact. Doohan was on thin ice and he's not exactly set the world on fire. Australia, to start the season, he had a big crash in wet conditions. China, 13th. Japan was probably his most embarrassing moment of his season as he failed to close the DRS properly into turn 1. Mega shunt. The Alpine looked like a cereal box into a million pieces. Bahrain 14th, Saudi 17th, and Miami turn 1 contact with a lesbian. His fault. But Colapinto comes in after impressing last season with Williams. Alpine signed him from Williams and now he's got his chance. But it doesn't end there with the Alpine clown show. Apparently it's a 5-race system for Colapinto to prove himself. Yeah. I don't agree with the treatment of Jack Doohan. He was set up to fail from the get-go. Even before he turned a wheel, they were talking about him being replaced after 5 or 6 rounds. So he was always going to fail. If we're being brutally honest, he's only on the grid due to his father being a MotoGP champion. But yeah, he's not been given enough time. So let's delve deeper into it. Alpine confirmed Colapinto to replace Doohan for the next 5 rounds as the team opt to rotate the seat. So me reading that, I think Collie Dog has got 5 races to prove himself. Even if Collie Dog scores a point, he's already done better. I think the 5 rounds is a load of bullshit. Collie's going to be in that car for the rest of the season. So, Collie Dog will be in the car for Imola, with the team deciding to rotate the race seat. alongside Froglegs Gasly. It's been a whirlwind 24 hours. Oliver Oakes out the door, Flavio team principal, and now we've got the rotation of Doohan and Collie. Worst kept secret in F1. Took them absolutely ages to announce it. We're on Wednesday today. We just had the race on Sunday, so yeah. So Flavio is going to take over from Oakes. Having previously served as a reserve driver for the Enstone-based team, it was announced last summer that Doohan, set to be promoted to the race seat, the 22-year-old was then given an earlier expected debut at the 24 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, where he replaced Ocon, who was Haas-bound. After starting his full-time campaign this year, Doohan has struggled to match teammate Gasly, and his troubles continued last time out in Miami, where he had to contact with Liam the Lesbian Lawson. He did out-qualify Gasly at Miami, people forget that. Is Doohan fast enough? I don't think so. Should Collie be on the grid? Absolutely. So yeah, it's just harsh to treat one of your own, someone who's waited in the wings, reserve driver, now he's got to go back and do shitty simulator work, 1 AM, 2 AM at the race weekends. I remember Doohan doing a piece on Sky F1 about his reserve driver role, and he was up at all hours doing it as they look behind the scenes at Alpine doing his simulator duties and that. Now Alpine have announced that Doohan's seat will be filled by Colapinto for the next 5 rounds, the Argentinian having been signed to the outfit as one of their roster reserve drivers following an impressive 9-race run as a substitute at Williams. The same thing happened at Williams. Logan Sargent, one of their own, treated like muck, and Jack Doohan, one of their own, treated like muck. Alpine are a clown show. Revolving door of team principles. Yeah, Flavio is a cheat. He shouldn't be on the grid, and definitely shouldn't be representing Alpine. As part of an ongoing assessment of its driver lineup, the team has made the decision to rotate one of its race seats for the next 5 rounds of the 2025 F1 season. Alpine therefore announces Colapinto will be paired with Gasly from Imola ahead of a new evaluation before the British Grand Prix. Doohan remains an integral part of the team and will be the first choice reserve driver for this period. He's out on his arse, isn't he? Doohan. Doohan has shown flashes of pace, but has also had a series of incidents in his 7-race run with Alpine, including collision with Lawson, big crash at Australia in the wet, and failed to close his DRS into turn 1. I mean, that's a huge rookie mistake, that one. The one at Japan's embarrassing. Colapinto returns to the grid following his eye-catching 24 season, where he bagged points for Williams in Azerbaijan, Austin, after replacing Sargent. However, he also had 2 huge crashes in Sao Paulo and Las Vegas. Then we go on. Speculation over Doohan's future has been a frequent topic throughout the season and before the season. Jack Doohan was set up to fail by his own team, basically. Flavio hates Doohan. He likes Colapinto, hence Colapinto being in the car. I genuinely think Oliver Oakes didn't want Doohan. He didn't want this swap, and he's paid the price for speaking up for Doohan, I believe. Right. Firstly, I want to thank the team for giving me the opportunity to drive for the next 5 races. I will work hard with the team to prepare for the next race in Imola and the triple header that is upcoming. I have stayed sharp and I'm as ready as ever with the team's support. Obviously, Colapinto has been active. He's been testing cars, Monza, Zandvoort, couple of tracks. So yeah, their words from Colapinto. Now we get to hear from Doohan. This one's going to be pretty tough to read because he's still only 22. I am proud to have achieved my lifelong ambition to be a professional F1 driver, and I will be forever grateful to the team for helping me achieve this dream. Obviously, the latest chapter is a tough one for me to take because I'm as a professional driver, naturally I want to be racing. I appreciate the team's trust and commitment. We have long-term goals as a team to achieve. I will continue to give my maximum efforts as a reserve driver. I will keep pushing. Yeah. Then we got words from Flavio. Having reviewed the opening races of the season, we have come to a decision to put Franco in the car alongside Gasly. Yeah. He then goes on to say, we continue to support Jack at the team as he has acted in a very professional manner in his role as a race driver so far this season. The next 5 races will give us an opportunity to try something different, assess our options. So there we have it. You know, Alpine have not exactly set the world on fire so far. I believe they're 9th in the Constructors. Let me just get that up. Sure, they're 9th in the Constructors. Yeah, 9th in the Constructors, Alpine. They're only 1 point from being last. Sauber are on 6, so yeah. The worst kept secret in Formula 1, Colapinto will be in the car for Imola. Jack Doohan is out on his ear, hated by Briatore, and Briatore's pulled the trigger. That cheating fraud, grey-haired, 4-eyed prick is back on the team pit wall, whether you agree or not. But the dog is back. Yeah, and the emoji, the little photo of the dog will be back. I've got to change this as well, Colapinto. Need to find an Alpine one. Thanks for watching. Adios. Comment down below your thoughts. Very harsh on Jack Doohan, but Collie Dog, can he take his opportunity?